I have on Dodgers Armenian Heritage Night jersey.
Nice. What was that, old or new?
It was from last year. They did it last year, so we showed out. They actually did one last year for a whole bunch of places. They did one for Mexico, Salvador, Guatemala, Korea, Puerto Rico. Yeah, so it was pretty cool actually.
Totally.
Yeah. Have you gone to one of those?
No, I don't really have any heritage to like. I'm just like a white guy from Southern California. There's not much.
Dude.
Just go claim something.
It's just like, I guess Irish heritage. I don't know. It's kind of lame.
I think.
Oh,
Tom
now he's
is
here. Enzo, we've been waiting here for you.
Nice of you show up.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
he's frozen.
Are we gonna? Is this how it's gonna be all
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
We can barely see you.
It's a bad Wi-Fi. You could nod or shake. Can you hear us? Idiot. Disconnect from the Wi-Fi. How about that? Don't you have unlimited data?
We can't hear you at all. So
why are you talking?
Yeah. We still can't hear you.
Go out, leave the studio, and come back in.
Well, try some things. Maybe try plugging your thing back in, your cord. I don't know.
Try standing up. It's muted, and try standing up.
You see how when we speak...
Wait,
can you hear me now?
Yes. There we go. Hey, he figured it out.
Congrats. You didn't even have to call the IT guy.
Hey, Keith. What's going on?
What?
What's going on in your fucking hair?
Hey, buddy.
Bro.
Oh, I don't know. It's just...
The fuck, man?
Showing out.
God damn, man. This is professional.
Jeez. Jesus. Professional, you were here late.
Bruv.
You're the last one here.
You see this? Have you ever seen the movie Get Out?
Get Out?
Yeah, the horror movie, Get Out.
Yeah, of course.
I feel like this hotel was part of it. Like, I walked up to the concierge, and it's like this young Latino kid, but he was acting like he was 60. Like, the way he was calling me sir and shit. And it was very...
Well, maybe it's just a nicer hotel than
he was wearing he was wearing this suit that looked like it was from the 1950s, and I'm like, bruv, are you serious?
He just so used to like being disrespected that someone calls him a sir, threw him off.
I get called sir all the time, mate. I don't know about you. I actually work at a business where they actually call me sir, boss, jefe.
So what's going on? You're going to be there for a month?
Yeah, they just
opening a store or what?
They just launched this store a few days ago, and they've got brand new managers, so they seem to think somewhat highly of me for some reason. So, I got promoted, by the way. That's whatever.
Oh, again, wow.
Congratulations!
You're rising the ranks.
Yeah.
To what?
I'm like, I'll be doing launches.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you'll be doing more of this, like.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to get out of it.
Yeah.
Nationwide or just in Southern California?
I don't know. I've already done East Coast and Midwest. I don't want to do it again. It's not as fun as it sounds. It was great the first time. I was like, oh, hotel. Oh, rent a car. Oh, I paid for all my meals. And then I'm like, I miss my bed. I miss my wife.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, poor baby.
I mean,
it's probably something fun when you're younger too.
Yeah.
When you're in your 20s or something, but you get into your 30s, not that fun anymore.
So you're not going to go back on weekends?
I've got Friday, Saturday off this week, so I'll leave and I'll come back Friday, Saturday. And then next week I've got Tuesday, Thursday off for some reason, so there won't be no point me coming back. No point.
The days you're off, are the hotels like? Do you give them up, or it's still like paid for the?
Still paid for.
They paid for it for the full month.
So, do you see where I'm trying to get at?
You can't use my hotel room for a date.
Why?
Because that's gross.
Where is it again?
I'm in Fountain Valley, which is right down the street from Huntington Beach.
Tiko, you don't want to go to Fountain Valley.
Well, he said it's
hotel at Fountain
Well,
Valley.
it said he's at Huntington Beach. Now he's changing his story.
Well, it's right down I'm literally 5 minutes away from Huntington Beach. If I said Fountain Valley to you, do you know where Fountain Valley is? Okay,
no.
There you go. Point taken, dumbass.
But it's better than lying to me.
Wait,
what are you wearing?
It's the Dodger jersey.
Which one?
With the Armenian Heritage
one.
Night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So you're sticking to baseball today.
So you really want this guy to mention baseball to us again?
Look at there's new updates to the Tiko Shrine. Tiko, we need to get that TV out of there and really get that area really shrined out. You know, we really
But
should really.
this is the TV I watch when I go to sleep.
Do you watch it with all that stuff on the dresser?
Well, what I do is I watch shows that I've watched like a lot, so I even turn the screen off, so I just want the sound there.
So why don't we just get you a radio then?
So wait, so you're saying that the TV isn't even used for the screen, so you just need the volume? So
Well, kind of, but the first like 10 minutes when I go to bed, it's still being used as a TV, and then when I'm like, all right, it's time to knock out, I just turn the screen
it's
off.
funny because all I do is I put like last night I put Dune 2 on, and I put it behind me, so I couldn't even fucking see it. All I could hear is.
That's how you fall asleep to that. That sounds
What
horrifying.
do you mean? It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't sleep with the TV on.
No, you like quiet. You like dead silence. I need background noise.
Yeah, I'll sometimes listen to like an audiobook or something before bed.
I
But
don't-
I try and read and then fall asleep.
Yeah, reading usually does it for me. My eyes get real heavy
Yeah.
after a couple pages.
Yeah, totally.
If you guys listen to an audiobook, which I personally have never done, and someone asks you, hey, have you read this book? Do you say yes, or you just say, hey, I've read the audiobook?
I say yes.
That's not reading. You listened.
That-
I don't
yeah,
like
it's not
audio.
reading.
Me, I don't like audiobooks.
It's the
Same.
same.
It's not the same.
thing.
It's not the same thing because you're not doing
It's
you're
absolutely
not
the
doing
same.
the voices in your head. So,
As someone who reads and listens to audiobooks, I'll say that there's very little like difference. And like as long as you're getting the material.
Are you
Wait,
give us your bona fides?
wait.
This is
there-
you're not the only one who's an expert on
there's
this.
there's very little difference except for one I'm listening, the other one I'm actually using my imagination and reading.
Well, you're not using your imagination when you listen.
I don't like it. Doesn't help for me. It
Okay,
doesn't do it for me.
okay, but that's not what that's not what I asked.
Enzo is such a terrible person to have a conversation or debate with because he just brings no valid points. You ask him a question, he answers something else. Makes no sense.
Just to win the
I was
argument.
listening to. I was listening.
The second he gets caught in something, he just like crumbles like a fucking folding chair.
I was listening to last week's podcast, and I got so annoyed when we were talking about the Lamine Yamal, and then you said, and then it's like Rodri Ballon d'Or. I'm like, what does that have to do with
I
anything?
didn't say Rodri. You said Rodri. I
No,
didn't.
you did.
No, I didn't. Watch it again.
Enzo just likes to pivot.
You said Rodri won the Ballon d'Or.
I didn't say Rodri won the Ballon d'Or. I just kept mentioning Ballon d'Or.
Guys,
Yeah, you brought up Ballon d'Or.
Keith,
yeah.
reel it in.
relitigate the
Keith,
past.
reel it in. Keith, reel it in.
It's not relitigate. No, what Enzo likes to do is he likes to the second he feels like
Wait.
he's
I
losing
thought
or
we were
something's
done with
slipping
this.
away
I
from
thought
him,
we were done with
he likes
this.
to pivot into something else.
Pivot,
Yeah.
pivot.
Okay, should we get into it?
Yeah, let's do this, man.
Got 3 weeks to decide the fate of so many leagues.
And it's still up for the grabs, Ali. I love this year's actually been
Yeah.
really good.
This has been fun. Tiko lost, so that left the door open a little bit for me. Enzo and Sergey are both tied. You're tied on record, right?
Yeah, but
now?
we have a big game next week.
Why, do you guys play each
We
other?
play each other next week.
Wow, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
That's
That might be
exciting.
for third place.
It might be for third place. Might be.
Well, it could be for Sergey's not getting second. Yeah,
We'll see. I mean, who knows? But they're I'm 2 games back from Tiko, and then they're 2 games back from me. So
yeah. I mean,
it would require kind of a monumental f up to
It would need
make. Yeah,
it would need 2 of his closest friends to lose for him
Well,
to lose to.
pretty much what happened is that Keith, you were playing Derek, who had 3 players that were not playing in the lineup, and he lost by 20 points. So, and he had someone on his bench who had 13 and a half. So
And I'm
you got lucky there.
I'm not
I got lucky.
and I'm not gonna
I
lie,
got
bro.
lucky.
We're
Yeah,
not gonna
I got lucky.
relegate Derek because we need him in the league.
Absolutely not. No. He's the top
No,
goal.
he's our friend.
And I played Derek in I think this next week or the week after, and Enzo's already planting the seeds or telling him to fix his lineup because Enzo, for whatever reason, doesn't
Oh,
want
you
to
know
see
I'm
me
gonna
win.
I'm gonna call him and text him.
I'm going to tell him, don't let the white man tell you what to do. And then this week was such a win. I lost by 6 points, and I made 2 errors in picking up the players. I was thinking of changing my goalkeeper to Henderson from Crystal Palace, who would have won me the matchup pretty
He
much.
scored like 20. Well, don't let it get to you, Tiko. It's just the only thing you can do now is make mistakes. That's the only way you lose.
Well,
It's just making mistakes.
yeah, and I had a bad week. I had no one score a goal from me, just 2 assists. Actually, the player I picked up, Nathan Patterson, for whatever reason, I thought I was checking he played for Newcastle, and I'm like, oh, nice. Sergey's gonna lose Trippier, and I'm gonna get the right back. and then I woke up afterwards because that was the 4 o'clock game. I was like, wait, what was I thinking about that? But he had an assist, and I had 2 assists but no goals. So that's what.
That's fun. Okay, let's get into some of
Yeah.
the matches. Hello, welcome to episode 87 of Draft Offsides. My name is Keith. I'm with Tiko and Enzo. Follow us at Draft Offsides. That's a good way to end it, right there.
Yeah, right there. That's
Did you guys see the thing Sergey just made? The Arsenal and the Real Madrid short.
oh yeah,
No, is it on YouTube?
I watched it.
Wait,
Yeah.
can we pull?
It's,
Can we put- can we watch
it's
it
probably
together?
one of the best ones he's ever done.
Wait. Oh wait, no, that's the one where he's like cutting.
Yeah,
It's like he's
uh-huh.
talking.
Dude.
Yeah, that one is really.
Dude,
funny.
he
I didn't see
he
that.
put some work into
He
that
put some
one.
time into that.
He
yeah.
put over an hour in it. I was like, he
That's
comes. They came over on Sunday, and he's like, "Hey, watch what I made" to his wife. It's like I don't get it, and then he went on this rant about explaining it and all that stuff.
It's so
That's so
good.
funny.
It is so good.
I love Sergey. I'm so grateful for him.
I am too, man. I'm not gonna lie. He really took this by the
Yeah.
horns and ran with it.
Yeah. I love
Is
it.
he gonna make it short now? Us,
Have you
saying nice
seen
things
it?
about him?
We've had a few views,
I hope
like
so.
1.7, over 1,000 several. We've got a few more that can catch up, but 1.7 is pretty high, bro.
I'm actually pulling it up right now to pull up the views.
Um,
Yeah. So the last 5 he put, we got a 20, 1.3, 1.1, 976, and then we got a 155 in there.
yeah,
That's good. Those are good.
it's funny.
Yeah,
You
those
think
are
you
good.
see more views on that one because it says Spurs fan has lost all hope. Man, that's a great title.
That is.
It's he mentioned to me that the ones that have like United or like Chelsea, Arsenal, those are the ones that have the
high views.
yeah, just because obviously
I'm a little annoyed. I'm a little bummed that my me talking about my Mbemo trade didn't
I
really
know.
pop off.
I still watch that one, bro.
Yeah, that was funny. But I guess it might be like too like you kind of know what's going on, or otherwise it's confusing.
there's one on where it says Tillemans draft status, the Enzo's picture. It's the picture he put. Is such a bad one because it's
Oh yeah.
it's like he's getting ready to give someone oral pleasure.
But it has like a
And-
ton
come
of
on.
views. 1.7K.
Maybe that's what people watched it.
well, the other one that got
But-
1.7 is Saw getting pantsed and has Enzo rolling.
Whoa, so maybe we should have more sexual titles. Vardy blows. We should think of really sexual titles for every single
I
show.
gotta make
yeah?
sure I bring a jersey next week. Sorry, lads.
Yeah.
And I forgot my camera.
Bro, it's
It's all good.
now that you mentioned like during the Everton thing, the Beto thing, Beto, it's like fuck, that's another player I had in the back of my mind to see if he's starting to play him. But like when you wake up at 4:30, you're like at
Yeah,
10%.
it's
It's
so
so hard.
hard.
And even though like the right back I got, I was like, I thought I was getting the Newcastle player. I was so happy. Then I woke up at 7. I'm like, nope. But yeah, it's very winnable week. Only 75. But
He's
it's
scheduled to
gonna
beat
be
you.
interesting.
He's forecasted to beat you.
Yeah, but he was like forecast to be like 160. And when you look at my top guns, Cunha only had 1.5, and Salah had 4.5. Combined,
I
they had
think
what,
that's
6 points.
something we could talk about too in an episode is don't trust the forecast.
Oh yeah, don't trust the forecast. Go with your gut.
Like Ramsdale is projected to have 11 points against City. Like, get the hell
Well,
out of
they
here.
expect them to get a few saves.
Yeah, and also like more goals.
Yeah, but we've seen when was it Ramsdale? Oh wait, he did save a penalty that game. Yeah.
But it's usually when it's against prolific teams like City, they don't get a lot of saves. Like if they're playing against Everton, you like a goalkeeper, they're gonna have a lot of shots. If you get even like Tottenham, if they put in shots, it's not really prolific.
If you do think about the top goalkeepers, aren't they all the ones that have been playing counter-attack football? No, they've been sitting behind the ball.
Top goalkeepers.
Yeah, Flecken.
Like Flecken's the top goalkeeper by a lot though. Flecken's the top goalkeeper by like 50 points.
And Sells,
40 points, yeah.
And
exactly.
Sells is in there, and they sit back.
Yeah.
Pickford.
They sit back.
Raya, but I think Raya saves are
It's mostly
from the-
clean sheets, ain't it?
yeah. So if you look at the top 5 goalkeepers, Raya has 77 saves, and then it's Pickford. No, and then it's Henderson at 100. So it's been
It's clean sheets.
yep. And then, man, goalkeepers this year, I think the fact that the first goal is now negative 2 points, their points total have been much higher.
Yeah, that's been good. I think it's better.
Because right now, there are 3 goalkeepers that averaged over, well,
You think they keep that rule for next season?
2.
Don't know.
Yeah, they'll keep it. I think it's made it better, and also it makes defenders just way more relevant. Like, look at the top list of players, and like look at how many more defenders there are on the list, on the top 20 even.
You know what we should do? We should do a poll and ask our league members who their top 5 players are. Their top 5 targets. Like, it doesn't have to be by round. Like, it doesn't have to be first round, second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round. They can just say these are 5 players I'm looking at that I want in my team. Because we all do that. We go into a draft and go, okay, I want him. Like, am I gonna go around early to pick him up because I think he's gonna do well? Like Leon Bailey.
We can let's do that when we get closer. When we have our list done next season and all that stuff.
Sergey, put that in your notes.
Just on the goalkeeper talk. So last year we only had 2 goalkeepers that were regular starters that averaged over 9 points. Onana and Alfonso or Ariola. And then Muric, he only played 10 games, but he averaged 15 points per game.
But he was like,
and then Jose Sa was like right there, 8.95. So even if we count him, it was 3. So when we look at the players that this year they have over 9 points, it's a lot more. It's Sanchez, Pope, Travers, Flecken, Neto. Well, not Neto. Bentley. So
I'm picking up the Burnley goalkeeper in the 18th round.
I mean, you could do worse.
You could do it.
I think
if you're not going to Burnley goalkeeper, isn't he like low key really good though?
Yeah.
Well, it was Muric last year, so
yeah, but he kept so many clean sheets in the championship.
Yeah. I think for draft strategy, if you're not going to get like a top goalkeeper, I would even just
don't even
draft without don't draft a goalkeeper, then just see if you can get an extra player.
It's James Trafford, you guys. We remember him.
Oh, so he is still the goalkeeper.
Yeah. Tiko, I kind of agree. I mean, I'm not drafting a goalkeeper. Like, I'm probably like, if I do draft one, it's going to be because I don't have anyone to draft as. Like, might as well get this keeper now, so I don't have to think about it. You know what I mean?
That's probably the one. Like, I've had Raya in my starting lineup, besides I think 2 games. Besides that, because he didn't have a game.
And I think he actually on your bench he outperformed the goalie you had on both of those games.
No, he didn't.
At least one of them he did for sure. Because I remember
he didn't, because he didn't play. There were bye weeks for him. You prick.
I mean, you guys, I picked up Mark Flecken in September. Oh, no, wait. February of 2025? Oh, no, this was, sorry. What happened with him? February 15th, 2025.
Another bad decision.
There's just drama. Yeah, I've had him since September. But I didn't draft him, is what I'm saying.
No, you didn't draft him.
Yeah. And he's the number 1 goalkeeper by a lot, so.
We're going to see, man. I can't wait for the next draft already. Can't wait for next season.
You know why?
Why?
People who are eliminated, that's essentially how it is.
Tiko, you going to do a mock draft this year with us? Or are you going to refuse again? Is this going to be your shtick now?
Didn't I do one with you guys?
No, didn't you? I thought you refused.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I don't do mock drafts.
Unless
we make it into like an actual podcast. If you want, you guys could do it, and I could grade your mock draft.
I like that too. I was thinking what we could do is I could reach out to Ryan and invite get like a full like mock draft, like an actual full mock draft. Yeah.
I could get some people to join the mock draft as well, but it's not people who really watch Premier League.
No, we get like a really high quality mock draft.
Don't be trying to get your friends and family on this fucking show, you piece of shit.
Oh, it wouldn't even need to be all. We wouldn't have everyone on the show. It would just be like, Or it'd be kind of funny if we do a mock draft and we have someone on to like grade it. Why don't we do a mock draft and we have Nate come on and grade
I think draft? I like that already. He'll overthink. He'll analyze the fuck out of it.
He didn't have a good draft. He was really good on waivers and stuff.
It was fucking amazing. You know what he picked up a lot of? The people we fucking mentioned.
Yeah.
I think that from all the fantasy sports I've played, which is only besides this is football and basketball, I think the draft is the least important for EPL because it's so many more players that you could probably fix it during the waiver period or like on free agency.
As long as you don't fuck up the first 2 rounds, like like those guys are you got it. It's really hard to not have consistent guys there.
Yeah,
but we say that, but like look at last year. Cole Palmer came out of nowhere. Obviously, you're not going to get players like that every year, but there are players that are going to outperform greatly. One of them was Cunha. I got him, I think, in the 5th, 6th round. He's putting up first-round picks. So even if you messed up like your second-round pick, I think you could still salvage your draft.
You got him in the 6th round, Cunha. You did well. You had Salah, Madison, Diaz, Doku, Szoboszlai, Cunha.
Yeah, you had a good draft.
You had a good draft.
You know, I also, one of the other reasons I don't like mock drafting is because you see where players go and you kind of think, like, oh, this is in the mock draft they went here, let me pick up this person before something else. Whereas if you're just drafting for the first time, it's more instinct, and you kind of, I'm of the mindset that just take the best player available. And even you just read my draft picks, like if Madison started this whole year, if he never got benched for whatever reason, I feel like I would have been much better.
And if you didn't accidentally,
probably would have been.
If you didn't accidentally trade Diaz because you're a dick.
But Diaz was only like what? How many weeks have I had it? I think I lost 1 week because I didn't have Diaz. So that one wasn't really, huge.
That's relevant.
Yeah. Whereas Madison, like when he was starting,
but that's everyone can
make the
that.
argument.
If this, then
except like Madison is someone who's elite.
If you look at Keith's, Palmer, great first round pick, I still feel. Trent and Kunku, great job. Leon Bailey, you're welcome. And Buembo
is the one that
in the 5th round, and then Dwight McNeil in the 6th, I think was a steal.
Yeah,
if he didn't get injured, I think he still would have been putting up points.
Anthony Robinson in the 7th.
Yeah. I had a good draft that I threw away.
Your worst pick would have been your 3rd round pick.
Absolutely, that was a horrible pick. I'm gonna do everything my power did. I'm gonna play it so safe this year, guys.
Yeah, you could have taken Ivan Toney instead. Might have been better off.
Yeah,
probably would have been because I would have not started him.
Honestly, even Sergey had a good fucking draft. Saka, Gibbs, Solanke, Neto, NY. Solanke's the only one.
You're happy with Solanke,
I think Solanke's the only one you're not happy with, because he could have. Well, honestly, if you look at what got picked after him, was Rashford, Garnacho, Diaz, Havertz. I was surprised he didn't pick up
Havertz. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't pick up Havertz too. Havertz was really good at the start of the season, remember too. Yeah. Obviously, it's so hard to like quantify, but behind injuries and stuff too. You know,
the thing I really dislike the fact that Saka is a midfielder and Salah's classified as a forward. I don't know why. Like a week ago, that came to my mind again, and I was.
It's very arbitrary. It's very arbitrary and annoying.
They played the exact same position.
All right, I'm gonna tell you the first round, and you tell me who's not going to be in that first round next season.
From the one we had last year.
Yeah, so Saka, Haaland, Fernandez, Salah, Watkins, Palmer, Son, Foden, Odegaard, KDB.
Well, Cody B's automatically out because he's not going to be in the league.
I think after the first 4 are going to be there, and so is Cole Palmer. No one else will be. Watkins, Foden, Son, Odegaard.
I agree.
But man, imagine like getting Foden in the 2nd round, and he has like a year he had like last year.
Yeah,
which is very possible. Palmer. Yeah, I mean you're right.
Because if you look at this, if you look at the 2nd round, I'm gonna tell you right now, Isak's gonna be in that 1st round. Like
2nd round was pretty rough, to be honest with you. When you really look at it, like so obviously like Eze, Isak, Bowen, Gordon, Trent, you're happy with. So that's one out of the 5. Like 5 were good, and then the other 5 are you're very unhappy.
You're very unhappy with that 5.
With Kudus, Madison, Nunez, Trippier, Gibbs White. I guess you're kind of happy. There was a really bad dead spot, and like Enzo, to your point, Solanke, Rashford, Garnacho was a really bad run.
Then Diaz, Havertz, and then Nkunku, Bruno,
Diaz, Havertz, you're fine with. Bruno, you're fine with. Porro, you're fine with.
Fucking Tono,
Nkunku bad. Tony bad. Kulusevski, you're pretty happy in the 3rd, right?
Yeah,
so
late 3rd too.
Yeah.
So a couple of weeks ago, I went in the first 9 rounds, and then I got lazy. I stopped. I'm like, what am I doing this for? I went in the first 9 rounds and went round by round to see which position is the highest scoring player every round.
Oh, yeah?
Guess which one had the most?
What?
So every round that we drafted from our draft.
Between 4 and 6.
No. So I went like everyone in the 1st round drafted, everyone in the 2nd round drafted, everyone in the 3rd round.
Okay.
And I went the first 9 rounds.
Okay.
And I want to see who's the highest scoring player in each round, what position they played.
What position they played?
Midfield.
Guess which one had the most?
Forward.
Yeah. There was only 2 midfielders.
Bruno.
Mitoma. Nope. Because Bruno went in the 1st round, so did Mo Salah.
Oh, yeah.
So Mitoma in the 1st round and Iwobi in the 9th round. and there was only one defender, which was in the 7th round, Robinson. Everything else was a forward.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a really interesting.
When you look at that numbers wise, you would assume next year there would be a lot more first and second round forwards being drafted. And how's Marmoush categorized? Is he forward or midfield?
He's a forward.
He's a forward.
Forward. So that's someone else that might go very early.
Yeah,
I project him second or third round. That's right.
I agree. I think he definitely goes there.
Yeah.
And from looking at our draft, everyone who went in the second round, I only could see maybe Gordon and Eze being drafted in the second round. I don't think anyone else would be drafted in the second round.
Bowen will either be late first or early second, I think. But yeah, I agree with you on that. All right, guys, I gotta go.
All right, lads.
Have a good one.
Catch you boys
Enjoy
later.
your hotel time.
Good luck, Enzo. Bye, guys.